We'll be going over IRS Form 4547, Trump Election Accounts. So this is a tax form that you would complete to establish a new type of savings account known as a Trump account for an eligible child. So this is part of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act that was passed in 2025 to help give taxpayers an incentive for starting retirement plans for new children. And this is kind of a pathway to set up an account for an eligible child so that when they become an adult, they already have some retirement savings set up for their future. The intent of this form is to basically transition eventually into an IRA or other eligible retirement account, pre-tax account. So this is the first year that Trump account elections are taking place. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the tax form. It's pretty straightforward. It's one page that has 4 parts to it. But before we get into the meat of that, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Trump accounts themselves. So what is a Trump account? A Trump account is a type of traditional individual retirement account, or IRA, that's established by an authorized individual for the exclusive benefit of a child that's listed in this form. So the child is known as an account beneficiary, and starting in 2026, there is what's known as a pilot contribution to basically kickstart the savings under a Trump account. So there's a couple of new terms that are involved, terms such as growth period, which is basically from the time that the Trump account is established to December 31st of the year prior to the calendar year in which the child turns 18. So during this growth period, a Trump account can only be invested in eligible investments. Generally speaking, the IRS has defined those as a mutual fund or an exchange traded fund that deals predominantly with U.S.-based companies. So, for example, an index fund that tracks the S&P 500 would be considered an eligible investment. Trump accounts also have a separate contribution limit from other IRAs. There isn't a deduction that's allowed for a contribution to a Trump account, and there are restrictions on distributions for the account. So there's a lot more information that will be coming out as Trump accounts become established. So what we're going to do first is go over the form. There's 2 categories. So basically, first, if you just want to open a Trump account, you will complete part 1, which is the parent, guardian, or other authorized individual information. Part 2 is the child's information. And then part 4 is the consent to disclose information. Part 3, you can choose for your child to qualify to receive a $1,000 pilot contribution program. In order to do that, the child has to have been born between 2025 and 2028, has to be a qualifying child of the person opening the Trump account, must be a U.S. citizen, and must have a valid social security number. So we'll go over all steps of those. You can complete part 3 if you wish for your child to receive the $1,000 pilot program contribution. According to the form instructions, the Treasury Department will not make that money available until at least July 4th, 2026. So let's go ahead and fill out the top of the form. So let's just say John Doe is completing this form with his tax information. So if this is a foreign address, you would put the foreign country name, state or province, postal code. You can also put your email address if you want. And then in part two, you're going to enter the information for the child. So if you have more than two children, you can refer to the form instructions, which basically tell you to print out multiple versions of this form for however many children you have. Again, a child has to have been born no earlier than January 1st, 2025 to be able to be eligible. So when it comes to the home address, you can either put a completely new address in, or you can check the box indicating that this is for the parent's address. And then check the box if you're also authorized to open the Trump account for the child. So that's pretty straightforward. The form instructions say that for line 6, basically check the box if you're authorized to open the account. If your child already has an open Trump account and you're only filing this form to elect the pilot program contribution, then you would complete all of part 2 except for line 6, in addition with part 3 where you would be making that pilot program contribution. So, and then part 4 just consists of your signature. So we're entering the 2025 tax filing season. If you had a child that was born in 2025, you'd be more than welcome to complete this form as part of your income tax return. So it's an additional form. Your tax software should include this form with it. And if your child was born during the 2025 tax year, it will probably ask you whether or not you would like to elect the pilot program contribution. Again, that's not the only contribution to your child's Trump account. You would also be able to divert some money from employers. Employers can make a contribution to a Trump account during the growth period, which is that period until the year that a child turns 18. Those contributions are subject to $2,500 annual limit. And then, let's see. So the total of all contributions, Section 128 plus other sources, other than the pilot contribution and qualified general contributions, they're subject to a $5,000 contribution limit. So as of right now, the given tax code allows this to be in place until 2028 in terms of for new children. There's probably some momentum within Congress that they'll keep this going, but there's no official guidance as of yet. So right now, the most attention is probably placed on the decision to open a Trump account and then qualify for the pilot program contribution election. You don't have to file this with your tax return. If you decide to file this by mail at a point after you file your tax return, then you can mail it to the IRS. Simply follow the mailing instructions located in IRS Form 1040 instructions. So based on what state you live in, that would determine which address you mail your completed 4547 form to. So we do cover all of these concepts in detail in our article. We break down a little bit more information based on the relatively new IRS instructions. So try to make sense for you. So you can check that out in our article. If you, we'll put a link in the show notes. You can also go to the our homepage, teachmepersonalfinance.com. In the search bar, you can type in IRS Form 4547 and our article should appear. So if you like our articles, please subscribe to our newsletter. If you like our YouTube videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, or if there's another topic that you'd like to see in an upcoming video, please hit me up in the comment section. Thank you very much and have a great day.